No, one of the most complex centers in all of the rave body graph is the throat. There are so many different ways of looking at the nature of the throat and what the throat represents. But at an obvious level, just given its very name, that this capacity within us to communicate with each other, this is one of the fundamental themes of what the throat center is about. It's also one of the fundamental things about us. That is, it is what separates us in so many ways from the rest of the species that are here on this planet in terms of the way in which we have a capacity to communicate with each other. It is communication that is really at our core. It is through not only our verbal communication, but our imagination and intelligence to be able to trap our verbal language, to mark it down, to write it out, that has allowed us to develop a whole fundamental educational process to enriching lives quicker and quicker with knowledge. There is so much knowledge that is available. And it is available because we have been able to communicate it and store it. And we have been able to re-communicate it on and on and on in our ancient oral and modern traditions. And it's all rooted in something that's really amazing. They're called the metamorphic gates, the gates of metamorphosis. And these are the gates in the throat that are there to meet the ajna center, where we conceptualize, where we have our ideas and where we have our logical thoughts and our unique insights, all of that churning around in the ajna center. And yet those concepts in the ajna center are not concretized as language. I mean, they're not. They're there in the ajna. It's only when they reach the throat. It's only when they reach these gates coming out of the throat that they go through this metamorphosis in which the frequency of the concept becomes what we call words and language, something rather amazing. On the logical side, in the ajna center, we have the 17th gate, the gate of the logical way of organizing facts. And in the 62nd gate, you have the gate of detail. And this is a gate of metamorphosis. This gate of detail turns this logical conceptualizing into an articulation that says, I think or not, a voice that expresses logic. If you're somebody with a 60-second gate, you have a voice that speaks in logical terms, in patterns. On the other side of the abstract process, you have the 11th gate in the Ajna Center, the gate of peace, which is the gate of ideas. It is the abstract process. And yet these ideas, like the opinions that are there on the logical side, are really just images and patterns. They are frequencies. They are not concretized as language. And yet the moment that the 11 touches that 56, the wanderer, this gate of a voice that says, I believe or I don't believe, there is a voice for, well, the magic of ideas and the seeking and the curiosity that is there in us to be expressed. And most interesting is the 23rd gate. The 23rd gate is something really unusual because you see, the 2343 is an opposition that is a definition that is deeply, deeply individual. And the 43rd gate, unlike the collective gates of the Ajna Center, does not visualize. It is not about the eyes. It is not about patterns and movement. It's about sounds. And the 23rd gate, in its metamorphic action, actually acts as a translator, trying to explain, in that sense, what that unique individual frequency. Anybody that has the 43rd gate consciously knows that there is this inner voice, this inner voice that is rattling away. And yet that inner voice does not translate automatically into the expression of a concept. It doesn't. It requires the magic of the 23rd gate and its translation. You see, we are here out of our minds to express ourselves. We are not here out of our minds to act. The Ajna center is not connected directly to any motor. It is not as if we are designed to follow our mind. We are not. But we are certainly designed to express it, to share what I call outer authority, the magic of what we can share with each other when we reveal what we experience as beings on this plane, free of the guile of a not self personality. Metamorphic gates, they are truly special. They give us our unique sound.